So how are you handling quarantine? It's just
No, I've been in quarantine. I have moments that people see me on television where I'm out of quarantine. I live quarantine. I live in, I felt responsible at the beginning of this with the shortage of PPE. I thought, have I been hoarding? Have I been hoarding it all? From day one of my career in 1977, I got known for putting a rubber glove, a latex, a surgical glove over my head. Where did I have that? I've been carrying them from the time that they were available to the general public because I didn't want to touch things. So I've actually given away all my PPE, and now that the world is living clean, I'm actually, I don't know that misery enjoys company, but everybody's in my nightmare with me. This is horrible.
I do remember that part of your stand-up act. I do remember that, where you would put the
rubber glove.
Yeah, the rubber glove over your head and kind of blow it up.
Way before. And I had surgical masks, and I built another little guest room off of my main house for when I had kids and they got sick. I would go into the other room. It was like a rehearsal for this. I have been rehearsing all my life, and now I'm an expert at this.
That's why you call it Told You. That's why it's what you and hey, your memoir is called Here's the Deal, Don't Touch Me.
See that? And that was a New York Times bestseller 5 years ago. Free. I'm like the Jewish Nostradamus.
Oh my gosh, Howie Mandel here on the Rich Eisen Show, and that was all your stand-up. That was pre St. Elsewhere? I mean, you're.
Oh yeah, that was 1977.
Who would you do stand-up with in '77? Walk me through it.
Well, in '77, you wouldn't have known, but I did a young comedian special, I think in '80 or '81.
Okay.
On my young comedian special, which was, they used to do that annually, to kind of give a showcase to the young kids who were coming up. So on my special, it was me, Jerry Seinfeld.
Come on.
I don't know what he ended up doing. Richard Lewis, Harry Anderson, and me. And it was hosted by the Smothers Brothers at the Roxy in L.A. on Sunset.
So who was the most neurotic one on stage? Would that be have to?
It was just a short bus of neurosis. It was like I don't know who was more, but we were all pretty neurotic. The least was probably Harry Anderson.
Sure. May he rest in peace. Right. So, but right. We had Richard Lewis here on the show once, and I think I asked one question at the start, and then he talked, and then that was the end of it. It was just, it was amazing.
More of a session.
It more
of a therapy session.
It did feel that's why I asked who's the most neurotic, because I would have taken him. I would have taken him, Howie.
I've come, at this age, and I'm an old guy now. I've become very comfortable with my discomfort. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm very comfortable with it. I'm also very medicated, so I am. I go, and my therapist through this pandemic has moved into. He just informed me he's a little upset, but he's happy. I moved him into a whole new tax bracket.
Oh my God! I don't know whether you're being serious or not. That might be actually
being serious.
Oh my gosh!
I'm always serious, but laughter is the best medicine.
You are.
Unless you have diarrhea, then laughter is not the best.
Oh my God! I tried stand-up in college. It was the toughest thing I've ever done, but it was the most exhilarating. Getting people to laugh.
That's how I feel. My analogy. I love thrill rides. And I love being scared because maybe it's because I'm medicated, so I'm kind of flatline most of the time. So I love excitement.
Right.
And the higher I'm being tossed, and the scarier it is, and the bigger the drop, and the closer to death I think I've come, the more I enjoy it, the more my adrenaline, and that's what stand-up is to me.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.